Hello there, everyone. Ashnflash here. Welcome back to a midweek episode of the Ashncast. Today, I'm joined, as always, by Just Too Good.
Yep.
So we figured we would go ahead and do a short little, rundown of all of the Toy Story movies.
Short. I feel this will be long.
Okay, a long one,
I
but
don't know.
We'll see. We'll start with the news up top. We got a Frozen 2 trailer, which, funny enough, we both said the same thing, that we watched it when it came out, and then we didn't remember anything that happened.
Because it was a lot like the first one.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So I mean, not that
There was a
that's
horse
bad,
thing,
and
that's all I remember.
they're still hiding Olaf, which is funny as heck. That Olaf short has caused so much havoc in the world.
Why? Olaf was in there. He was on the boat with.
No, I mean like him speaking.
Oh.
Because if you look at the first Frozen teasers and everything, it's just Olaf jokes. Nothing serious. It's just like, hey, look at this funny snowman.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
But it's all because of this Frozen Olaf's adventure. That was a big controversy that they put that with Coco, and people were like, they're whitewashing the movie or something like that.
Wow,
It was
I didn't realize
because
that.
like they had to attach that short there. It was a really bad short, Olaf's adventure. But like,
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
oh, it was with Coco. Didn't you see Coco?
I never saw it in theaters. Nope.
Oh, it was a tear fest in there. But like,
I'm sure.
because of that, they I don't know if I should say this. I mean, it's not a spoiler, but I'll say it. Toy Story 4 doesn't have a short.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because and people are speculating. Okay, it's because of Olaf's adventure. Actually, people should know that because some people don't like the shorts.
Did we not have one with? Oh, we had one with Incredibles 2, and it was the one that won.
That one was
weird
good.
one with eating.
It was funny
from
and
Toronto.
weird
So.
and good. Yeah.
Toronto.
Oh yeah, Toronto. I forgot about that. Yeah.
But yeah, this trailer. Aren't you excited? The trolls are back. My least favorite part of that movie.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I see a lot of these trailers when I'm half asleep, and if they don't wow me, I don't see them again.
Right in the morning.
Frozen 2 first trailer I saw.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot,
this one was
and in
just like-
theaters as well.
Yeah.
What always gets me, like gives me goosebumps every single time in these trailers, has been the scene in the background. Like
the song
it
pretty
sounds
cool.
so great. I was not I didn't watch the first one in theaters, and I avoided it like the plague. But I'm so hyped for this movie. I'm really excited.
You know,
It looks cool.
I was hyped with the first trailer, but now I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all, which is good.
No.
But like,
I don't know.
I feel like they might be trying to sell us something more than it is. I hope it's not a Brave. You know,
Right.
I don't know. Did you see Brave in theaters?
Nope.
Wow, that's crazy.
No, I didn't.
I think I've seen every Pixar movie in theaters.
I have not seen
Yeah, I
a
think
lot
I've
of
seen
them.
Holy crud.
I did not see
I'm
Cars
flexing my
3.
Pixar knowledge.
I've still yet to see The Good Dinosaur.
know.
I went.
Wow.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch it. It wasn't on Netflix, so I'm like, nope, no, thank you.
Dude, I'm a real Pixar fan. You ain't. I'm sorry.
Clearly,
Take your
yeah.
Pixar card.
Clearly, I never.
You
yeah,
can't call
clearly
anybody
I can't be a
Pixarians
Pixar
anymore. Yeah.
fan because I don't like the worst movie of them all. But
Good
I think
Dino.
I think I saw Inside Out in theaters and
That's a good one.
Finding Dory probably most recently and Incredibles 2.
Yeah.
But I think I didn't see Coco. Normally, I don't know.
Oh, Coco was a good one.
I love Coco. No, Coco's one of my
Better
favorites.
than Incredibles too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I love that one a lot. Really underrated, I think. But
Oh, for sure. I think it's been popular recently. Un Pollo Loco or whatever it became a meme. So hopefully that boosts it to more popularity. But yeah. Where were we at though? Yeah, I always try to support Pixar in theaters because I'm a Pixar fanboy. But there has been a lot of. It's like the era of like amazing Pixar movies ended with Toy Story 3. Then we started this new era of like Cars 2, Brave, Monsters U, 2014.
Inside Out, no?
Inside Out was the best ones of that era. Era 2 were from 2011
Phase
to
2.
2019. Phase 2, basically, of Pixar, is Coco and Inside Out, which are both the original ones. So, yeah. I'm going to start rewatching all the Pixar movies, I think I'm going to start. Because I saw Toy Story 1, 2, and 3.
I think what we can do the following week after Toy Story 4 would be break down, put them in order. Like put
That's
a
going to
list
be, I can't.
of
I
all
cannot do
20.
that.
I could do it right now.
I
Good
would say
Dinosaur, very
You
bottom.
can't say that. You haven't seen it. You have not
No,
seen
I'll probably
You
like
have
it
not
more
seen
than Brave. But
Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't seen a lot of these in years. Like
I started
love
watching
Ratatouille,
it though.
but I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
I love Ratatouille. Yeah.
It's such an
I
underrated.
started
That's an underrated
I
one.
started watching The Good Dinosaur on a plane, and then I was like, this looks horrible, and I shut it off.
It's not as bad as Cars 2, and it might be better than Brave.
But at least with
Finding
Cars
Dory.
2, I actually have an interest in the characters. Same with Finding Dory.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Yeah, the characters in that movie suck. They're so boring. And oh my gosh, and we're going to get into this with Toy Story. I hate this formula that they do with every freaking Pixar movie, okay? Where one character gets separated from the other and they have to partner up and everything, and it looks like they're doing with Toy Story 4. They did it with Toy Story we'll get to the shorts in a bit, actually.
Yeah, the
we'll
one that I
get
can
to
never
them.
remember.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyways, where were we at? Yeah,
Speaking
Frozen.
of part 2s, Justin,
Yeah.
did you know that on the 14th of June we were supposed to get Justice League Part 2?
Dude, yeah, I was waiting in line in my theater, and they said no. Even though I never saw part 1.
I thought it was what?
Well, I mean, I saw Justice League, but not Justice League Part 1.
Oh.
Rise of Justice. Or
Okay,
whatever the heck
okay.
they were gonna subtitle it,
Yeah.
You know.
Oh well. I just thought it was funny. Little piece of news.
Yeah.
I would have been interested to see.
I'm still ticked when I
Where?
waited 5 days in line for the Aunt May movie in 2014, and it came out. So I'll never forgive Regal Cinemas for that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's perfect because speaking of Marvel movies and everything, Justin, this week there's some casting news. They were looking to cast the Benefactor from Ant-Man and the Wasp. They're looking for someone 40 to 60 and maniacal or something like
What? What's
and
a benefactor?
And preferably Caucasian is what they want.
What's a benefactor?
The Benefactor was the guy who was remember the that one guy, the villain of the movie, and he's like, I want this building, and then he's like, I'm gonna give you truth serum, and then he's like, I know that guy, and anyway, so he was working for this guy.
And
And-
why are they going to cast him for?
Well, the theory is that they're
Okay,
going to
what's the source
cast
on this?
Norman Osborn.
What's the source on this?
Reliable source.
What's reliable source?
I don't know.
Give me
I
the
can't
name.
look it up.
Oh no! Dang
Just
it.
look up Benefactor's
I-
casting.
Okay, benefactor casting, because it's going to be like Cosmic Marvel News or some
No.
crappy ass blog and it's like, I saw one recently. It's like, oh, for the Batman movie, they're casting Catwoman and Penguin and all the. And I'm like, no, they're not.
I'm
Firefly.
seeing all that
I'm
too.
like,
I'm like, get out of here.
it's always about the sources. Deadline's good. Hollywood Reporter's good.
There was also a rumor of
Let me see. Casting.
Harry Osborn casting.
Oh, so they are doing these two, huh?
So the idea is
Okay, wait, sorry, wait, dude. Sorry to interrupt. Geeks Worldwide has broken this news. I love Geeks Worldwide. I don't know.
I mean,
what the heck
anyone
is
can
Geeks Worldwide?
plaster, put it
That's-
on, but there's just
That's
stealing
my
it from
point.
someone else. I'm saying.
I don't know.
Listen,
man.
I saw other people reporting on it, reliable sources, so I don't think they would do it
Okay.
if it was just a rumor.
All right.
And what else? Oh, so the idea is that he bought Stark Tower or Avengers Tower.
That's interesting.
And yeah, so he's going after
If we
other
do take
technology
it-
and all that stuff.
As truth, yeah, all this is interesting. I think it's time, I guess, to do them in the MCU. So, yeah, and they got to do J. Jonah Jameson too. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, he was. Oh no, that was What was I gonna say? That was in the Amazing Spider-Man where he was like texting him or something.
Really? Oh, I don't remember. Oh my gosh. I mean, I just rewatched Spider-Man 1. I don't think I'm gonna make it to Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. I don't even think I'm gonna make it to Spider-Man 3. I don't really want to. I saw it in October. I do want to see Spider-Man 2. So that's probably gonna be tomorrow or something. But Amazing Spider-Man, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, I remember Electro stuttering and all that, but
Yes, he's almost like a Lex Luthor, so I like Electro. A great casting. Having
Great
Jamie
casting.
Foxx.
oh yeah,
Such
Such
he
a
has
compelling
such a
villain.
presence. Yeah, so good. Oh my gosh.
Didn't ruin his
Honestly,
career
they
at
should just
all.
make an Electro. Yeah, they should make an Electro spinoff. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
bring him back into the MCU.
yes,
True.
just bring Jamie Foxx back, and oh my gosh, that would be so good. Oh man, him and Lex Luthor need to team up. But anyways.
Anyways, last bit of thing that I wanted to talk about before we talk about Toy Story, it ties in, is the Child's Play movie releasing this this Thursday. Now, I'm sure you've seen the posters and everything.
Yeah.
There's been.
I thought it was clever at first, and then I'm like, okay, you guys are just like what you're selling me on
one
this
that's
movie
really dumb.
because it's which one?
The potato head one. Like, it wasn't even like clever or anything. It was just
That
was just the worst
I didn't even
one.
see that. I saw Slinky, and I'm like, when they did Slinky, I'm like, come on, really, guys? They did Buzz
Because he's a hot dog. Buzz, Woody, and Rex.
Yeah, Woody was the first one and the best one. First is best.
But
first post best.
I saw something interesting because I was watching an interview with Mark Hamill, and they had a little clip, and he's like, "It's time to play, Andy." I'm like, they named the kid in the movie Andy.
Yeah, Andy.
Are you kidding me? I just thought that was the craziest thing. But I think it's clever that they're kind of going on that spin on it, and that I don't know. Is it attacking or is it?
I thought he was named Andy in the original, but I might be wrong.
Oh, what was he? I don't know.
That's what I thought. I was always under the impression.
I don't think that this has anything to do with the other one. Like this.
Yeah, I know it's in a different universe, but let me see. I thought he was named that.
Even the story of how he comes about, I don't even think it's the same. From
in the original. Oh no, never mind. I'm wrong. I'm looking at the new one. Okay, 1 second. I'm getting to the bottom of this because I always thought his. Yeah. In the original, he's named Andy.
In the original, he was named Andy as well. So
So
maybe
Toy Story,
named
Disney,
it
yeah.
after him. Oh.
Yes.
So that's interesting. I didn't realize
That
that.
was it. But yeah, when the movie, like the first Woody one was funny, but like they released 3 other posters of that, like, and it just got to the point where, okay, are you selling me on the movie or are you selling me on Toy Story 4? Because
Right.
it's like, what's the originality of this movie? What are you guys going to sell to us? So yeah. I mean, the Mark Hamill part is interesting, of course, that he's the voice.
Yeah.
He's a great voice actor, but that was like the last line of the trailer. Everything else in the trailer looked like Garbo. Whatever. I have no interest in this.
No, I don't either. I just wanted to mention it because
It's funny that's coming
funny.
out the same day as Toy Story 4, but that's about it. Like, give me the toy movie, okay? Like, here you go.
I wonder how many people are gonna go to the wrong theater.
I know. Oh my gosh, that'd be funny. But yeah, I have one thing to say.
Okay.
Here's a question: are you going to see the Sesame Street movie?
Absolutely not.
That's
I didn't even know that
Okay.
was a thing.
They're making a Sesame Street movie with Anne Hathaway apparently, and it is a Muppets movie, so I gotta support it. The Sesame Street, they are officially Muppets. So.
Oh, speaking of things that you supported this week, do you want to talk about MIB? Because that's what we mentioned last week.
Oh gosh, I have very little to say about that movie.
I
don't
listened to
remember
a
anything
full
about it.
spoiler podcast, and I was right about who the villain was. So,
I mean, no offense, this is not a knock at you, but it didn't take a genius to find it out because the movie
they'd
made
never
it so
showed
obvious.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
As someone who was like, all right, I'm gonna go watch this, and then I watched three clips specifically to see if they would make me laugh, and all of them looked like utter trash, and I never laughed a single time. And it's dumb. And I listened to I listened to what was up with the movie, and it just sounds horrible. And
I'll be honest. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. I expected it to be like a 2 out of 10. It was like a 4 out of 10. It kept me entertained for the first and maybe second act, but nothing interesting. I just wasn't bored, and then I got bored, and then nothing of consequence happened. A lot of the jokes fell flat. There was maybe a joke or two that made me laugh. I think there was a clever cut or something that I wasn't expecting. And yeah, the plot didn't make sense. The characters sucked. Yeah, it was a 4 out of 10.
And Chris Hemsworth played the same character from Ghostbusters for the majority of the movie.
Yep, that is true. Not even for the majority of the movie, for the whole thing, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is true.
I see.
Tessa Thompson was, at one point she'll be, oh, all stern, and then another point she'll be, oh, let's hang out. It was so inconsistent.
What about
I like the creature design. I like the alien design. So
what
I thought
about
that was a cool part.
Jay from the Ninjago movie? How was he? Kamal however you say his last name.
He was annoying in a so bad it's funny way. So I didn't mind him because it was like he was a Detective Pikachu sort of. So it was like they'd have something serious and he'd be like, "Oh my gosh, my queen," or whatever. And I'm like, "This is so bad." And I got entertained there. He was almost Lex Luthor, you know. Electro level. So I was glad he needs to join that team up movie.
So easy $20 pass on my
Yeah,
part.
I mean, like I said, there's actually some cool alien designs I liked, and like a joke or two, but like
A joke or two in a movie that was sold as a comedy, and
yeah,
that
I guess
I never laughed in a single trailer, which is where they put the best stuff. So
no, like literally,
clearly not.
On the terrible movies, I go easy on them, and on the good movies, I go hard on them. I guess that's it, because I'm like defending this, and I'm like, no, it was not. It's not even worth defending. Yeah, it was garbage. Don't see it.
Yeah, save your money. Go watch Avengers a second or fourth time to help that.
Yeah, it's about to get out of theaters. Watch. If you can't do that, watch some indie films. Come on, we gotta support indie cinema.
Or help take down James Cameron because he's a dirtbag. Anyways,
it's all
speaking
Disney,
of dirtbags. Well, Avatar wasn't back then, but
but now it is. All right, but what were we going to go?
Speaking of dirtbags, that's a line from Sarge. Speaking of Sarge.
Oh yeah,
Toy Story 1.
He did say that. Yeah. Yeah, he did say that when they were all ticked off at Woody. Yeah, I saw that. Okay. Yeah, Toy Story 1, 2, 3, every short, we're going to go into it right now. So, spoilers if you haven't seen them.
If you haven't seen 1, 2, 3 shorts.
And the shorts are
the
probably going to be the big spoiler warning, but whatever. Yeah. Okay, so Toy Story 1 is the second best in my opinion. You said it's your least favorite.
Yep. I stand by that, especially after watching them this week. I stand by that. Not over the shorts, or not under the shorts, but
yeah, no,
of
obviously
course,
those are
in the core
these
three,
are all another level. These are all another level.
I think that I found that one the least enjoyable.
I love it. You like it?
I think I love it. It's just
yeah. I mean, these are some of the.
If I was gonna sit down and rewatch them, though, like if I was gonna sit down and rewatch one of them, it wouldn't be 1. It would be 2 or 3. I couldn't do 1. I don't know. I just
one is it. That's weird because 1 is like the quickest one. 1 is like 70.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not. I don't know. I can't watch it. Like it's not as. I don't know. Maybe it's because I like it better when Buzz knows that he's a toy. Then I guess they do that in every movie. That's the other thing. I've written down a couple of tropes.
I know. I do.
Where I'm like, this is like they're gonna do this in the fourth one. I wonder if they're gonna do this in the fourth one.
Toy Story 3 is that.
But
where there's just a lot of things.
But at least they've done it as a
originally.
spin.
Okay, we'll get to the Toy Story 3. Okay, Toy Story 1. Okay, I think it has some of the best shots. I love. Weird enough, the animation is the worst, but it has some of the best shots. I love the sunset scenes in there. The night scenes in there are really just beautiful and iconic. Anything with the toys looks great. So smart that they chose toys as their first movie because they don't need to have super complex detailing and everything because they're toys. Right. But the humans look bad, not awful. Spud is the worst looking thing in there. Spud is terrible. Spud looks awful. But that's okay. But beyond that, I love the story. It's such a classic tale. And this was the one that set up the formula. Because this was this buddy movie. And every freaking animated movie does this nowadays. And it ticks me off. 2 characters get separated. They gotta learn to love each other. Not every movie, but you get my point. Most movies that are animated, that are wide releases, tend to go with this. It's the lazy route. Secret Life of Pets does this. Good Dinosaur does this. You get my point. Wreck-It Ralph does this. But anyways, this one started it, and I like.
Goodness, I'm just going through all the Disney movies in my head right now. I'm like Moana, Tangled. Oh my goodness!
I'm telling you, this was the one that started it all. This was the first CGI full-length animation.
The Lego movie.
The Lego movie. No, I don't know. I wouldn't say the Lego movie.
Style and Emmett.
For the first bit, but then they start working with each other. Like they start working with other people. So I think that one's fine. I don't know. It's more the buddy thing that I was talking about.
Okay.
Because like Moana, the buddy thing. Secret Life of Pets, the buddy thing. What else did I mention? Well, Good Dinosaur is the buddy thing. But where was I going for, anyways? I like seeing the development of Woody, from this arrogant a-hole to like, there's just so much depth. He's this. I just wonder what happened before, and they never need to reveal this, but like. I get,
but there's
that was Andy's dad's toy, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, what we're gonna say.
but there's no development for him in that movie.
In Toy Story 1?
Well, I mean, no, because he comes to care for Buzz, but really, no,
Yeah.
I would still say that, I don't know.
No, I don't.
Because
He has so much development in that movie. He was the one who was jealous of his spot. He thought he was the best
all
toy
his
around.
intentions for
He had
the
to learn that-
entirety of the movie is just to come home. He's like, wait, I can't go home
No.
because I need Buzz, otherwise the other toys will kick me out. And then it's like, I need Buzz to talk to them and them to believe me that he's actually here. And like,
No, I think the moment he changes is when they spot him for having Buzz's arm, and that's when he changes to realize that these toys all have the same purpose of pleasing their owner, making the kid happy.
I think that his moment of realization was when he saw that. He's like, where's that cowboy doll? And then he finds Buzz instead of him. And he's like, oh shoot, like I just got him like killed practically. That's what I think.
You could say, I don't know, but like right when he does that, that's when the cannibals start, going to attack Buzz.
Oh right.
And he's like, try saving Buzz.
Get off my
so that's
friend,
why I
you
thought.
cannibals, yeah.
Exactly. You saw he learned to accept his place and realize that they'll have the same purpose. And that's when he also says, you're the coolest toy, Well, that's not actually, that might be later. I think, or is that the same time?
No, that's
when he's
right
like,
after when he's already strapped to the rocket.
yeah, you're the cool. Like all that is such key development and everything because he notices they all have the same purpose and he was being selfish. So I love that, and it also has the most adult jokes, which is funny. I never realized half of these adult jokes, but there's so many adult jokes in this movie. Just a lot of just little quips, and a lot of puns. I love puns, so I think all there's not too many characters. Problem with Toy Story 3, too many characters. We'll get to that later. There's not too many characters here. The side characters play their role, never become overbearing. The two main characters are prominent and have development and have arcs and everything. It's great in my opinion. I don't have much flaws there.
No, I don't. Yeah, besides like the animation, but I mean that was some of the best at its time. I just
exactly
like even comparing Toy Story 3 to 4 now, it's just it's insane how far they've come. Like, and that was only a couple of years ago. So
yeah, if you just look at from the first trailer, Andy. Like that looks so different from Toy Story 3.
Right.
Toy Story 3 nailed it. I think Andy's look in there looked.
Yeah, I agree. I
that
mean,
looks
we
more
still
like,
have to see what the context of all this is.
My theory is that Toy Story 4, when they show Andy there, that's his preteen or something like that. That's my theory of that trailer.
You saw the Good Morning America thing a long time ago.
Yeah, that too. I saw
With
that.
the flashback.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
So
segment. Don't say much more because
obviously we're
gonna
gonna see. No. I'm just saying. Obviously we're gonna see Bo get lost trying to save RC, which is in the trailer. In that clip. So.
In that clip.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think there is gonna be a flashback. How extensive? I don't know.
see.
Like I don't even know how this movie is gonna start because it has to start with a playtime first of all. Otherwise I'll be really upset.
I think it'll start with the flashback. Because they can't.
yeah.
What are they going to do? Have a flashback in the middle of the movie? Remember Bo Peep? I don't like flashbacks. I think flashbacks are kind of lazy, but
Yeah.
so I hope it just.
Well,
starts with
no,
that.
it doesn't have to be because think of Jesse
Dun, 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 dun,
and
that
then
was
Lotso's.
so fitting, though.
Lotso's flashback.
That one
as
is a
well.
little bit out of place. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, we'll get to that later, though. We'll get to that later. Okay. I think Toy Story 1. I love it. One of my favorite movies of all time, if not my second favorite movie of all time. I think I like it better than Lego Movie, which I love Lego Movie. So yeah, second favorite movie of all time. First favorite movie of all time is Toy Story 2.
You've officially decided that.
That's my favorite. I have no complaints. I have literally no complaints. I mean, there's one error.
I mean, there's this.
I know. Okay, this isn't a complaint, but there's an error. Your movie sucks. My friend pointed this out. I still like saying he's my friend, but he's my idol, really. When Buzz goes through the loop-de-loop in the beginning, his wings.
Yeah.
His wings clip. That's an animation error. There's probably more animation errors, but that's not a flaw in my opinion. It's not a story flaw. It's nothing like that. I have no complaints with this movie. Do you have any complaints?
No, I love this one. Yeah, I like that I kind of like it when there's a villain.
This one did it perfectly, I think.
Yeah. Like, my other problem with Toy Story 1 is that they broke the most important rule.
He
And
says it though. He says we're going to break some rules.
I know,
but it's going to help all of us.
It doesn't make sense to me because at least with the lore that they go forward with, it's like, I'm going to jump ahead a bit, but with the time the toy's forgotten or whatever, whenever like he's a brand new toy,
I have an explanation.
And he automatically freezes.
Yeah. I always had an explanation for that. I think it's instinct. I think that is something like breathing that we don't think about, but when they're near humans, instinctively, they do that. Now,
but why wouldn't you if you love? See, it doesn't make sense.
It's
if
almost
they
like
love
involuntary.
Andy so much.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they be like, yeah, hey, by the way, I've been your father figure your entire life. Yeah, I'm real. And
because that ruins the kid's imagination.
What about
that
evil
ruins their
toys who would
purpose.
be wanting to become like get a lot of fortune? Oh, by the way, I'm alive now. Give me all this money, do TV shows and all, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't. You can't break that rule. It should always be something that they automatically shut off.
I think with what they've presented, I've never had a problem with it. Now, let's say in Toy Story 4, they're like one of them wants to kill an owner or something, then that would be a problem. That it's like, okay, why didn't you not present yourself? Why didn't you reveal yourself? Or I don't know. But like with every problem they've had, I don't think it could be fixed with, hey, let's reveal ourselves. So if they ever have a problem that can be fixed with, hey, let's reveal ourselves and let's ruin this whole kid's imagination thing, then
I mean, they made him a garbage man. So
what do you mean they made him a garbage man?
They made Sid a garbage man. So they ruined his whole medical career.
Well, yeah. He is not a certified doctor. That's a good line. But yeah, I mean, he learned a lesson that day to play nice. Right. So
yeah, I don't know.
That's it. I never had a problem with that because I think it was, again, in the context of what he says we're going to break some rules, but it's going to help all of you guys. Wrapped it up.
Does it? He probably just threw them all out afterwards. You think he played with them?
I do not think he played with them, but they sure as heck.
So their life purpose was for nothing then.
Well,
they now no longer have a life purpose.
No, okay, now we're nitpicking. Toy Story 4 is gonna have a storyline, I guess, of all these
abandoned toys.
In the trailer, they said abandoned toys, so we're going to see what abandoned toy life is like. But I don't know. I don't have any. None of that is like story problems. If we want to get to like nitpicking story problems, I can nitpick some Toy Story 2s. You know, I could be like,
I thought you said there was no problems.
I know. Well, these aren't problems to me. If we go to that territory, I could be like, hey, how did toys drive a Pizza Planet truck? You know, it's like,
because they have skills.
Yeah.
He has flight experience, flying spaceships. It's the exact same thing.
Exactly. Well, my point is, so when they're driving the car, somebody looks to the left and like, oh my gosh, there's a toy there, and nobody called. But none of this is problems.
No, they freeze. They freeze.
Yeah, it's like
then they crash.
They look to the right when they freeze. Just a picture that is so gruesome.
As a kid, I never understood the carts outside of the house. Because I never when the airport carts, the luggage carts, I never understood that was how they got home. I never even put that together. I just thought that they walked home.
I didn't even put that together because I was like, wait, how did they get home for a second there? And I didn't think about it again. I didn't even notice that. Wow, they even put the
neighbors come outside and they're like scratching their heads. They're like, what is this? And it's up on the curb on their lawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. That is such wow. You see, I've watched this a billion times. It's probably the movie I've seen the most, and I didn't even notice that.
So at least in the Pizza Planet truck, they can hide underneath like the windows and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but with the cart, they're out in the open.
They're just like, okay, push. But yeah, exactly. Like, but none of this. Those are just nitpicky problems. Yeah. It's like the Mr. Tortilla Head. We had a little debate. We'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. But it's like but to me those aren't problems. This is the general story. We got this. Like, if we start cracking down on that, the whole idea of Toy Story crumbles. The whole idea of toys coming to life crumbles. This is the rules they set. It's fine. You know, I think it's good. So that's why I don't have a problem with the Sid one. And I think the Sid one was, that was, I didn't think that was a flaw, but hey, to each their own. So Toy Story 2, I thought was very funny. I think it's the funniest of them all. It has some hilarious parts. I love Utility Belt Buzz.
Yep.
I love the Barbies in there are just perfect. Like that whole scene in the toy, like that's
In the
super
toy aisle,
nostalgic.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I'm a married spud.
Then make
and
way
like,
for the single fellas. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I didn't notice that as a kid, and then when I saw it, I'm like, oh wow. But what else? And it has emotion too. Like not only when somebody loved me, but like when Woody's singing "You Got It in Front of Me" on the thing, and like that whole part is like so emotional to me. So yeah.
Yeah. Uh, it has a lot of. I like the new characters as well. Like
That's another thing.
like
Yes, they introduced
Jesse.
just the right amount.
I'm so sad because I felt like there has been more development for her than there actually has. You know what I mean? Like, I always think of her like literally the third character, and I feel like
Yeah.
she doesn't. Like she really doesn't do too much, and especially
Story
I'm looking at
2,
the fourth
yeah.
one.
I'm afraid she won't do
I'm
crap. But
worried.
Toy Story 2, she did so much. She was her backstory
Yeah,
was
yeah.
explained. Everything, like her anxiety with like dark places and everything, that was like all that made sense. You understood where she was coming from when she outlashes at Woody for not wanting to go, and you understand Stinky Pete. Great villain reveal, and it all makes sense. Like Stinky Pete in the show is a big joke. He's an idiot,
Yeah.
and he wants to be taken seriously. He wants to be respected. If you think
Adored.
about it in this way,
Praised.
yeah. So I didn't like that's a layer I didn't even notice as a kid. And I love in the show I didn't even notice like they had jokes about like the Batman. I guess the Batman 60s show. I don't know if this is like, but he's like the critters like or it was either Critter or Bullseye said something, and then when he's like, oh, you mean they're trapped in the abandoned mine? And it's like he keeps going for like 1 minute. I thought that was so funny. Like I don't know if you noticed it.
What? What do you mean he keeps going
Okay,
for 1
in the
minute?
show, in the show,
Yeah.
Woody's roundup, Bullseye or like a critter says one thing, and then Woody gets this 1 minute like exposition of like where they're trapped. Like you mean they're trapped in the abandoned mine on Monday on this, and like that's like a reference I think to the Batman 60s show where they would say one thing and then they would be like, oh, we got to go here and do this and do this and that and this and that and this is like
I think that's just a reference to like the
old TV or
what's up?
yeah.
What's wrong, little Timmy's in the well? It's just the same. Like it's an old. I don't think that's a Batman thing. That's more.
I don't know. I
think of
reminded
that
me of
as black
Batman.
and white, like farm stuff. Like that. Everyone always makes that joke. What's that? Little Timmy fell down the well. That sort of thing.
Yeah, I get it, but I liked it here. I thought it was really funny here. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's commentary I didn't notice as a kid. It reminded me of the Batman 60s. And I like how the animation, also they do some also amazing shots of, first off, we didn't even talk about the best scene. I mean, When Somebody Loved Me is also the best scene, and when they get, the other emotional part. But the cleaning scene.
Oh yeah.
That is the most satisfying scene ever. I think that's like the name of it on YouTube, most satisfying scene or something. But
Why?
it literally is. I love that scene. I've loved it as a kid. It's like, I don't know, just watching him get cleaned is so interesting. Like, oh, I always love that scene. And the music is amazing. The music in this movie is amazing. Everything about this movie rocks. I'm sorry. Everything about this movie rocks.
Rocky Gibraltar.
Yeah, I don't even know. Is he in this movie?
Yeah, he props up the door when oh, I'm blanking on the name. The dog. Buster. Buster. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Which Buster looks better than Spud.
Oh yeah. And I like.
They just it improved. Like the humans look fine in this movie.
Oh yeah, I think that they. Yeah,
that was a 4-year difference. 4-year difference. And this was supposed to be direct to DVD.
Was this one supposed to be?
Yeah, this one was supposed to be direct to
canceled
DVD.
third one?
And Disney, also the canceled third one, but the Disney was so happy with what they saw, they said, "Oh, make this for holiday '99," and they had a time crunch. They still made out this amazing product.
Mm-hmm.
So happy with how it came out.
Yeah, no, I love it a lot, and I like the beginning bit in the video game.
Oh, I love that. As a kid, I love that scene. I love that scene now. There's like the design of it is so cool, and like, oh my gosh, like I don't know. There's something about like the design of like that world and like the robots and just everything about that scene. I always loved as a kid, and I love it now.
I like
There's
how it
just
sets
so
up
much-
everything as well. Like like everything ties in so well to like even when they do find Zurg, and then Rex having his own little moments and
Exactly.
everything. Like it's just it's
and
told
nothing
so well.
Nothing feels obvious. nothing in this movie feels like, okay, this is what they're gonna do. Everything came so naturally. Everything, like with Toy
And
Story
surprisingly,
3,
I'd say as well, like with Stinky Pete's reveal, I would say
Exactly.
you can't really. I don't think there's even there's nothing really ever hinting towards that. Maybe.
no,
Um,
I guess
but-
would be the maybe like the remote thing when they argue,
yeah, but yeah,
which I've seen that as a complaint. Why didn't Jesse see Stinky Pete move up?
yeah. I was
With the
thinking
remote.
about that right now.
But like to me, I always saw it as okay. She looks straightforward, so like, I don't know.
She can't see anything except for
She
straightforward.
she sees straightforward, yeah. So like if the height she was at, like I don't know if she's gonna move her
I
retina
don't know.
down like pupils. Maybe I'm going out of my way to defend
I
it.
think you are, because you have
Yeah.
you can see to your right and your left, and if they're in a box to wait,
Well, she's high up in
Does
the
he have a
box.
glass? No, he's not in a glass, is he? He's in a box. He's just in his
Yeah.
box. He doesn't have a container.
Yeah, he's in his box. And the cheese puffs. I got hungry for cheese puffs. I mean, come on, that always scene always made me hungry.
I think I only like cheese puffs and stuff because of this.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
don't blame you. They make it look so delicious in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh
It's-
man,
yeah.
I love this movie. I
It's
love
really
the scene
great.
in Al's Toy Barn beyond just the Barbie part. That was funny, but like when all the toys fall, like something about this movie. I mean, nostalgia. This was the movie I saw the most when I was
Mhm.
young. It means so much to me and my family. But like, just like there's so much in it that is just awesome to look at. You could turn the volume off, and it's just awesome to look at this movie. Like
Right.
every scene is just like an amazing picture. I actually have a framed picture from the Disney lithograph collection of them looking at the screen for Woody's Roundup.
Mm.
Because I love that. That's just it's a great little picture. But I just want to frame every scene in this and just put it across my house. That's my goal. Because it's the best looking CGI movie along with the Lego movie, I think. So.
You walk through your front door, and then it's just
Yeah.
like shot for shot for shot.
Exactly.
And then all the
You gotta
way
walk
up.
all around.
Oh, that's
out
funny.
the garden. Yeah. So, it'll be
Yeah,
like a
at the
little
garden,
maze.
it's them like walking, like with the Bugs Life thing.
Yeah. Also, okay, there's the credits at the end.
Yeah,
which
the
they're funny.
bloopers. Yeah,
Which I don't count those as part of the movie because yes, they do. I think they do like a fart joke or something. But
yeah,
whatever.
Stinky Pete. Oh, they don't call
But-
me Stinky Pete for nothing or whatever. Yeah,
That one's cheesy, so it gives me a laugh. I mean, but yeah, so there you go. I maybe it's because I'm gloating about the movie that I don't mind that as much as the end because those are genuinely funny. Like there's some genuinely funny ones there.
yeah.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah.
I can't keep smiling like this.
Yeah. See, oh, I love this movie so much. All right, so that's my favorite movie of all time. All right, Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3,
We gotta set up content.
the most emotional one, by far.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
But
fair.
that's I would like
Yeah.
like Avengers Endgame. Like if that was your first ever movie, it wouldn't it would fall flat on its face.
Mm-hmm. It's the
And I think that
they
the third one
nostalgia
would as
pandered
well.
a bit. Let's be honest, but like, I mean, it's because Toy Story meant so much to us when we were young,
Yep.
and I mean, we should set up context. Like, did you see it? When like, do you remember seeing it for the first time?
so-
Were you hyped for it?
So
You
there's
said
a
you
lot of
had a story
stories
your
with
mom,
this.
but yeah.
Yeah. So I if you didn't listen to last week's episode, I'm just gonna tell my brief experience with Toy Story. I was born after the first one, so you can do the math there. But anyways,
Age reveal.
there's a huge gap there. But anyways, or maybe there's a small gap. Who knows? Anyways, so I never saw the first one in theaters. Obviously, I always watched that on VHS. And I always saw the second one in VHS on VHS as well. So I grew up literally rewatching them, building Lego in my room, having the VHS like rewind itself, pushing it back in, letting it go again, going through it and like nonstop. One of my first memories was in Disneyland, coming through the It's a Small World ride into the shop, and they had like Jesse and Woody and Bullseye, and I still have those to this day from Disney when I was really little.
dope.
So yeah, I grew up getting like a bunch of the toys that could talk to each other for Christmas, and then I remember always like, I don't remember why, but I have a very vague memory of going to the dentist office and reading in the newspaper while I'm sitting there, like Toy Story 3 is in development and it's going to be releasing, and I was like freaking out. and when that came out, I got like posters. I hung them up in my room. And of course Lego happened, and yeah, it was just insane. And I was so excited for this movie. And then like the week before, because I saw it on opening day, my mom read a review of it, and she spoiled the garbage scene when they're all about to go into the trash compactor.
You didn't even see the Lego set?
Well, no, like them all holding hands, and she's like, Ashton, it gets really intense. Like, she was trying to warn me because this is my childhood. Like,
yeah.
She was just like looking like, okay, I tease her a lot about it. Like, as like, come on, like, you ruined the movie for me. But like, I understand where she was coming from, but I wish that I didn't know that.
She should have just said it got intense, not like the details.
Yeah. So, but again, I still love Toy Story 3, because it was, I think, everything that I wanted it to be. The long-awaited sequel for something that I had seen hundreds of times. So
it was our Force Awakens.
Yes. Well, yeah. Because yep.
Even as much as Force Awakens was our Force Awakens, but you get the point. Like,
no,
this was
even
like
more. I think
the movie. Yes.
Yeah, even more because yeah. I never saw the Star Wars movies in theaters. The first three, I saw them on DVD, so I never got to go to the theaters and everything. But, anyways, So I was so excited about this, but.
There you go. No, I totally relate to that. For me, didn't see Toy Story 1 in theaters. Not sure if I saw Toy Story 2 in theaters, but I did see it a bajillion times growing up. Both of them. Mostly Toy Story 2, though, because I like Zurg a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always liked the villains, and then I started liking Buzz, and purple is my favorite color. Yada, yada. But there's a lot. There's so much. I don't even know.
I mean, I didn't even talk about video games.
I know. I was going to say that. Well, I did see Toy Story 1 and 2 in theaters, actually, October 2009.
Oh,
yeah. It was the only way to see the trailer, and I was like, I haven't seen these in so long, and that's what made me super, super hyped for Toy Story 3, because my whole life I was hyped for Toy Story 3, but I didn't believe it was coming. Then on Up, they showed a trailer for Toy Story 3, and I was like, like this.
Do you remember the first trailer?
Yeah, where they build the Lego.
Without a Lego and everything?
Yeah. I remember that, but I was still like, okay, they didn't show anything. And then they actually showed it, and I'm like, that was the best trailer. Like, that blew my mind. I was like, holy crud, this is going to be amazing. Like, it's I could quote that trailer from start.
I was just about to say the exact same thing. Yeah.
I would watch to college, that. Yep. Can you believe it? Yeah. Okay. But oh my gosh, I love that. The hype for that movie was like incredible. But like growing up, Toy Story 2 I would watch the most. Toy Story 1 I would watch almost as much. Toy Story 2, the video game for N64, I would play. Toy Story 1 for Genesis, I would play to a lesser extent. The Toy Story PC games, Toy Story activity books, all these Toy Story books I love. The Christmas Toy Story book, the reusable sticker Toy Story book, the Toy Story activity room for PC. I had all these Toy Story toys from like the silver Buzz from Disney or something like that.
I had that too.
Dude, that one was like the coolest toy. And also, I had this Buzz that was in a Pizza Planet truck, and it gave me nightmares for some reason. I don't know. I had all these, but the Burger King toys, the Toy Story 2, McDonald's toys. Oh my gosh, so much.
You just reminded me of a really embarrassing thing.
What?
I'm gonna say it. I think it was I got a buildable Buzz Lightyear. Like my parents potty trained me with a buildable Buzz Lightyear. Every time that I would get a part of this buildable Buzz Lightyear, and I remember that a lot. Yeah, that's funny. I haven't thought of that in a long time, but yeah, I love those toys. Like, well, this is gonna be releasing when we were talking about like who to include in the CMF series. I forgot about some of the like I want to pull out the box this week and maybe do a video on it. There's like. There's like a Stinky Pete little shoot-off thing on a barrel. Like there's all these things that I had totally forgotten about. I would love to go back.
My father, I had a box of these toys, all my Toy Story toys, all the Burger King stuff, everything. And my father, this is so bad. Okay, this is bad on my part. It is, again, it was probably for the best, but he gave it to the lawnmower guy's kid. Yeah, and then he asked for it back, and they came all dirty and everything. I guess this guy left it in his car.
Well, he's
And
the lawnmower guy, so.
yeah, the lawnmower guy. So that happened, and I think we had to get rid of them. And I was so ticked off, but whatever. Maybe hopefully a kid played with it. But like, those were my childhood, and I had all my Toy Story toys in there, or most of them at least. So I don't have much nowadays, unfortunately.
I went through a phase of getting rid of like evil things in the house, and it was like I remember breaking the game Pitfall. I don't know if you ever played it.
No.
And
Which one, for PS or for the OG?
PS2, I think.
I think I had that one, unfortunately.
And because there was like all this idol stuff, I remember we got rid of Zurg, I think, because he was evil.
Oh no!
So that always haunts me. Because he had a little stud shooter, I remember, and that really haunts me.
Dang, at least there was no Lego, right?
No.
Okay, good. Well, Lego ain't evil. Yeah. But yeah, the Toy Story 2 game. Toy Story 2 game for Game Boy Color, I played the heck out of. If you thought the N64 game had good music, PlayStation, PC, the Game Boy one has great music. The SNES Toy Story 1, Genesis, whatever. Okay, Toy Story 3, 2006. I'm on Wikipedia, and I keep looking at this Toy Story 3 article, and it was, when they were making the one that was unofficial.
Yeah.
So I kept looking at that, and I'm like, when is this coming out? Because I think it would say TBA, and I'm like, what does TBA mean? And yeah, it never came out. And then the Toy Story 3 trailer came out, because I would always, even as a kid, I was fascinated. Ever since I was very young, I remember you would go to Disney, Epcot and stuff, and they would have a setup of all the future Disney movies.
Yeah.
And so the one that was always there was Toy Story 3. I remember like Meet the Robinsons. I was like, what is this movie? I think it was called something else at the time. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why they took it off, but they had all these like strange movies I never heard of. And then like, oh, this is Up. This was like Ratatouille. This is Bolt. This is all these movies way back. Not Finding Nemo, but I think Cars. Yeah. So anyways, Toy Story 3 was there. Toy Story 3 hype. Saw the movie 1 and 2 in theaters. I'm going on too long.
We're gonna tell your story about who you went with, like what was with you when you, because that's a cute thing.
Yeah, I went with. Okay, yeah, I got I think it was a gift for graduating. I got a Lotso Hugging Bear, the Toy Story Signature Collection. At that time, I think it was just called the Toy Story Collection, and I brought him with me to see
really
Toy
cute
Story
picture.
3 at midnight, and yeah, I think I have a picture of me with him. So there you go.
Yeah, it's gone now, but
gone,
I'm fortunate to see it. You were wearing your little your bug head felt. There was a lot of people staring in the theater, but
yeah, we had to Thanos snap it. It got out, but you get the point. Yeah, Ashton saw it. He shouldn't have seen it, but embarrassing. Anyways, yeah, the Lego sets came out that year too. I remember seeing the preliminaries of the Toy Story 3 sets, so I knew Lotso was evil from the start, like the trash compactor escape. Have you ever seen the preliminaries for them?
I think I might have back then, yeah, because this is post Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was a part of the community then.
It was like the boxes looked so weird because it was just Toy Story 3, like the original logo, and it had Buzz and Woody, the original versions, and it was like a white box. Like it looked so. I love those boxes. And I remember like the Pizza Planet one leaked, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was the first one to find the Garbage Truck Getaway one. That's why Twitch became my avatar. Because
you always look like
so
him.
Proud of it.
Like it was so cool to see yourself.
I know, it was
in
fitting.
The set.
I know. You are right. I totally forgot that I always looked like him. You're right. Speaking of Toy Story 3, I'm nostalgizing too much because Toy Story 3 is my least favorite of the three. All right. Let's start this.
Well, I mean, I totally disagree. I think that it has so much heart in terms of storytelling as well. Like even like you could just take out like a single character, like even Andy, how much he goes through in that movie. That, yeah. Like he goes through like.
Well, he's gone for half the movie.
Or well, I know, but I mean, like, if you just take the bits that he's in, like, he thought that he lost all of his childhood toys.
Well,
right?
He says they were garbage or whatever. He's like, they're garbage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was just saying that to
I know, yeah.
himself up. But, like...
I'm just trying to trigger it.
Yeah. Like, that... And then to have them be back like where he didn't. Yeah, that always bothered me. But anyways, to have them back like to be happy and then to even get to the point of giving it up, it's.
Sorry to interrupt, but like in the beginning when he has Woody and Buzz, I never noticed that part where he just throws Buzz in the trash. You know, obviously he didn't mean the trash, but like that. I don't like how I don't like certain parts of movies where it's like, oh, it's all a big misunderstanding. Oh, she accidentally takes the garbage bag out. Also, another thing I don't like, this is a thing that actually ticks me off and a flaw of the movie. Like, garbage, I could maybe get past the garbage thing, but why don't any of them trust Woody? Like,
this is my problem. I was just about to rant about that. I'm so tired of it's not just this movie. It's also in Toy Story 2. Like,
which part?
Maybe it's not in Toy Story 2.
That's what I'm saying. Toy Story 2 is perfect. Toy Story 2 is perfect. But yeah, sorry.
But every single time Woody, like even in the first one, like they trust in him, and then immediately afterwards they're like
no, because he was guilty of trying to get rid of Buzz. But like, I know he wasn't trying to knock him out the window. But then they found him. Didn't they see him in the truck or whatever? Did they never see that he was on RC with him on the thing? Or no, they weren't on RC. No, yeah. I think it's fine in Toy Story 1 because he was an arrogant person and they had reason to.
But that's my point, is that they've finally come to trust him, and then they're just like...
Oh, which one? Toy Story 1?
Yeah, in Toy Story 1. And then in the third one, they're like... After all this time, they're like, we don't believe you, Woody.
Like, there's no excuses for that. Like, that's just lazy writing. Like, they needed to do that to get them to Sunnyside and to make them split up. And, like, it was, like, the way, like, Woody, like, treats Buzz in that part where he just abandons him.
Yeah,
Buzz
they don't say goodbye or whatever. He just ignores his handshake.
Like, all that stuff annoys me because it's, like, that's
out of character.
All that stuff is so out of character, and it's just to get them separated.
Yeah.
And all these things, and that stuff ticks me off, and this is why Toy Story 3 is one of my least favorites. And it's a lot of the same formula of Toy Story 2, where we have, it's Lotso. Oh, he's a guy who has well-meaning for them. Oh, no, but he's secretly evil. And, oh, there's a whole backstory that's, he's abandoned. He's not wanted. And it's like this. We already did this in Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 2 did it better.
Did we see that in Toy Story 2?
We didn't see the backstory of Stinky Pete. We saw the backstory.
But Stinky Pete was never loved. This is really different. This is like if Jesse turned evil, and worst of all, which is something really cool. Yeah. I have a whole thing of like how this movie pushed the envelope for everything. Like in each movie, I've written something down, but I was gonna look at it afterwards. He was replaced. That's something they've never explored before. Like I'm thinking, let's say that Woody never got home or whatever. Like Andy's mom could never replace him because he is an old toy, right?
Yeah.
So like, I just thought that was a whole other layer of like, because that toy would have the same personality and everything.
But
right?
I think
like, it's
I don't
crazy.
mind any of this because literally Woody did get replaced. That was the whole plot of Toy Story 1. Woody getting replaced by Buzz.
But replaced by the same toy?
But to me it's the same.
That's it's
deep.
Not,
it's more specific, but it's recycled themes. To me, that's recycled
I disagree. Themes. That's a brand new thing. They've never been replaced by the exact same toy. I think the same personality as Lotso.
Yeah.
So if that toy gets abandoned another time, then there's another Lotso out there that goes bad. That's crazy to me.
Okay, yes, that is such a cool concept, but they don't explore that. They just explore, oh, I feel abandoned and I'm jealous because I got replaced.
They literally showed a toy break because it's like seeing yourself. Like, that's crazy.
I know. That would be so cool if they explored that.
They did show that. He had a mental breakdown, and then he's just like, we were replaced, and it wasn't. It was just him.
I know. But to me, they showed it, but they didn't explore it. They just said, oh, this is why he's evil. So I'm like, okay, that's all we're doing here.
Because they're replaceable, and he learned that.
I know, but like, if he was having identity crisis or something, that would feel fresh to me. Like, it would be like, oh my gosh, like, he's like not sure, like, oh, like, I guess what
he realized who he was.
I would be like, hey, that would be interesting, but like,
he realized who he was.
Like, what do you mean?
He realized that he was just a toy that's gonna be ultimately replaced, and then he goes over and he takes over Sunnyside.
Well, that to me, that's Stinky Pete.
How?
He realized he was a toy that was unwanted, and so he wants to have longevity
But he
forever.
was wanted. Lotso was wanted. There's a
But
difference.
he was replaced. I mean, ultimately, he was replaced. So
Yeah.
he wasn't wanted.
He was wanted. The little girl never found out that that's not the same toy.
I know, but he felt unwanted, and so he became evil, and so he wanted longevity. To me, I don't. That's the same theme of Stinky Pete.
Stinky Pete was sitting on a dime shelf watching every toy get sold.
It's the same theme of, okay, I feel unwanted, so now I am taking out. This is my frustration. I want longevity. None of it felt fresh to me, in my opinion, with that. With Lotso, which I like Lotso's design. I love Lotso's voice acting. Like, I don't think the guy talks like that.
No, he turns it
and
on.
So that he really pulled it for a great. That was a great voice acting role. But I just feel like the story had a lot less weight because it didn't feel fresh to me. And even like Chuckles is like when he tells a backstory, it's not even played. It wasn't really emotional. It was just like, okay, it was kind of funny. But like you actually feel when because it reminded me a lot of Jesse's backstory. You feel just all that so much more in that movie. They take it more seriously. This one, to me, with the trash compactor and everything, that's a great. I think that's for me. That's when the movie starts getting like amazing. You know, when they have their impending doom and they all hold hands, and it makes sense that the aliens saved them. Mm-hmm. All of that makes sense in context. And then when Andy's giving away the toys, I know so many people say, "Oh, he's such a dork for like acting this way as a college kid," but all of that I never agreed with, and I'm always like, "That was perfect."
I would do the exact same thing, and I probably wouldn't
Legit.
give up Woody, but. Mind you, I wouldn't even be in that situation because I couldn't give up those toys. In the first place, I'm sorry. But,
I couldn't either. But like,
yeah,
that like all that was perfect to me. I understand like all that was fine. It was just the Lotso stuff. Honestly, it felt recycled. It feels like in a lot of those weird plot things with Woody being out of character, it feels like elements that are just to make the plot go forward, to make this happen. Like I said, Toy Story 2 felt so natural. Toy Story 2 felt like everything was earned. Everything happened because of this, because of that. Because it all made sense in character. This one, there was a lot of parts that felt out of place. But that's not to say it's not a great movie. I think it is very good. But those parts kind of annoy me. I love Ken in it. I think Ken's a good comic relief.
Oh, yeah. He's really great.
Good stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Michael Keaton's a great voice actor. And I like they kind of they do recycle some things, but I think they expand upon it, which I don't mind.
I have a lot
about like
I'll go through my list now.
Stuff, but yeah, go.
Dolly, she's a creation. So the idea of Forky isn't original because Dolly was created.
Well, here's the thing, it's specific, but here's my point: they don't explore it. So if they explore it, I don't know if they explore in Toy Story 4. If they explore in Toy Story 4, then that's fine.
Yeah,
but it
is different because like she's made. I guess she resembles a toy, which I think is the difference. Yeah, like at least when she looks around, she could see stuff that kind of resembles her, like stuffing and stuff.
She doesn't.
But when Forky
does
it can't. What else did I do? Leaving behind the eye. That's a weird thing.
The eye of
Mrs. Potato Head.
That's another one that's like so the moment they're looking for the eye, and
then
leaving,
she sees it.
It's like, okay, again, stuff like that kind of annoys me. But yeah,
the college stuff was cool. I like the idea of college, like that would be like its own thing, like toys off to college. I think that was interesting. The garbage.
He almost brought Woody, like that's crazy.
Yeah. I like that the garbage thing was referenced by Stinky Pete. In the second one, like when he's just like you want to spend the rest of your life, or he's like rotting in a landfill, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
So that's a cool little reference to this.
Wait, Lotso and Stinky Pete had the same ending, strapped to something, forced to be used in a way that they don't want to be. Oh, okay, sorry.
Well, one of them is stuck there. The other one at least is gonna be played with.
Yeah. You're gonna love her or whatever. That was a good part in Toy Story 2.
She's an artist. Yeah.
That's it. I love that part.
And the factory
that part creeped me out as a kid,
thing,
but it's still funny.
I thought was really interesting, and that's a whole other layer of stuff like that. All of Buzz's memories, boom, gone. Like when they set him back to default mode or whatever.
I thought that was so one I
interesting.
like, but I have some problems with it. Okay. So not all of his memories are gone because it just magically comes back when it's triggered by a TV falling on him.
Yeah, it's a concussive thing. Well, they switched it back to they switched it back to regular mode, right?
Uh-huh.
So he wasn't on default mode, and then he was turned to Spanish because he held it down for too long. And then when he got hit with the TV, then it reset him back to his English mode, his natural setting.
So when he turns Spanish at the end, does that mean they got to drop another TV on him?
No, he has his Spanish roots now. He didn't go Spanish.
Oh, I thought
he
went Spanish.
No. He's like, what's happening? Like he's like,
oh, you're
instinctively he's dancing.
I guess. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. The mechanism of that was like, okay, we have to have factory. Okay, now it's a joke, and now we got to reset him right in time so that it gets emotional.
Hey, it worked.
I wish they would have done a more clever way of resetting him back at the end or something like that. Then just a TV falls on him and that gives him his memory back.
I've always thought about if you were Spanish watching this, I guess he turns English. And would it be as funny?
I think he just has the accent and that makes it. I think I did read this somewhere, and I think it's just that he becomes this like womanizer accent or something, but I don't know.
Okay,
might be wrong.
And I like the little heist / breakout. I thought that was kind of cool.
Cool. Yeah.
I liked everything that it was so smart. And one of my favorite parts is when they've got the bin over Buzz and he does the little cutout with his laser and he runs right into it and he falls down. I thought that was really funny. I thought that there was a lot of really good jokes with this one. But
yeah, for sure.
I love this one a lot. It has the most heart. But again, it's because you are attached to these characters.
Yeah.
And
I have another comment also. Yep. Wait, sorry, it's a nitpick. Not really. I wouldn't even call it a nitpick. It's kind of a problem. Well, I don't know if it's a problem. I've been thinking about whether or not it's a problem, but like, there's too many characters in this movie that like.
All right, you said that earlier.
Yeah, none of the new ones really shine except Lotso, I would say. And Ken.
Yeah, Ken. I would say. I guess Barbie is a new toy.
Yeah, like all of
right.
Bonnie's toys, like Prickle Pants is like, but they don't do anything with him.
They don't do anything with him, and until the shorts and everything. Yeah. I think Trixie and Prickle Pants have had the most development.
I wouldn't even say Prickle Pants just has the most scenes in the shorts. He has I don't know anything about his character besides
he's a Shakespeare buff.
I'm an actor. Yeah. Like Trixie is the only one who gets
Trixie
development.
Had development. Yeah.
What does Dolly do? Oh my gosh, Peas in a Pod I just despise. I hate, and they do this in the freaking Time Forgot. The same character. Oh, it's a cute voice, so you have to like it. That's it. I don't know what's the thing with the thing. Like I don't like just because it has a cute, adorable voice. I hate characters like that.
I want to talk Agnes about those as well.
Me.
I have a lot of things with those.
Oh yeah, we'll get to them. Yeah, so that's why I'd give Toy Story 3 an 8 out of 10, probably a 7 out of 10 if you weren't attached. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's just because I'm attached that I really love it, but that those ending parts. Toy Story 2 is a 10 out of 10. Toy Story 1 is a 9 out of 10 for me. But
interesting.
We're move on to shorts. Anything else about Toy Story 3?
I didn't like that the army men left. I remember always feeling like I didn't like that growing up. Like watching it, I always kind of didn't like that. But
really? I liked it because that part was funny because it's true. They're like, the army men are the first to go.
Well, I mean, where did they go?
Oh,
they've already been thrown out
at the end, remember?
Yeah, I know they land at Sunnyside, but I mean, where did all the other ones go from the bucket? Like, were they already thrown out? Like, why are these the only two?
Honestly, probably. But yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about it. Where are these other ones?
Also,
they stuck together.
That one guy's voice, I don't know why, but the guy who's just like, good luck, you'll need it. He doesn't sound like Sarge or like all the other ones from the first one. I don't know. It just kind of felt out. I don't know.
I didn't even notice that. I didn't even think about that.
Bothered me, but yeah.
No, that's a good point. But yeah, I'm glad that the core toys got all their time, which is something I'm more worried about Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 has way too many characters, so I don't know how they're going to pull it off. We haven't seen it yet, but
yeah. What else was I going to say quickly about this? Was the video game did some really cool stuff. We were talking about it this week. The game for this had...
I haven't played it, but you did.
They show... actually, all of her toys get a lot more development in it. Like Dolly is always used as the villain for some reason in all of her story time.
That's deep.
So it's kind of it was interesting, and you see like the haunted mansion, like that's one of the worlds that you go to that they're talking, or the haunted bakery, sorry. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah. I like when you, one of my favorite parts of Toy Story 3 was the beginning part. We didn't even mention this. The opening for that, I think, might be the best opening.
What, the Western?
Yeah. And again, only because of the other movies. With like.
That it references it?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I like
love
that opening, but like, it's all just references. Like, at least Toy Story 2 had such an original one compared to Toy Story 1. And then this one is just references.
It's
Like,
had its own
everything's
story though,
just
because you
references.
added Bullseye and Jesse, and you added Mrs. Potato Head, and you added the things, and
but,
you
like,
saw like Evil Dr. Porkchop in his thing. Like it was so cool to see it, to see
I
it
like
visualized.
that aspect of it. I like that aspect of it, that it was visualized. But like beyond that, I just felt like, okay, I wish it would have created something of its own, something that we could.
You gotta
grasp
save the
onto, because
orphans. It was a different story. It wasn't saving Bo Peep.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It wasn't a
yeah,
damsel in distress. It was a
'cause Bo
train
Peep's
full of
gone.
orphans.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah. But I love what comes after that. Like, I love the montage.
The montage.
That's the best.
And
I
Rex
love how it
breaks
just
character,
ends.
and he let the popcorn fall.
Yeah, I like that. That was funny. Little things like that, but also like on the wall you could see like the heights and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, and how it ends, it's like, I think, the line it ends on is, it's so haunting, and it's just like, flashback to flash
forward.
Flash forward.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Toy Story 3.
Now we've got the short films.
Yeah. Okay. So first off, we gotta start with the OG shorts. They're so bad but funny. They're like the Simpsons shorts. Basically, before Simpsons was a show, from 86 to 89, they had these shorts on what was called the Tracy Ullman Show, and they were like 1 to 2 minute shorts, and the animation was horrible on them, and they were little gags like this. That's what they reminded me of, these Toy Story ones.
Interesting.
So Small Fry just took from one of them. Like, did you see that one?
I saw Small Fry.
The
I don't
Happy Meal
remember the
toy?
one that it's stealing it from.
Oh yeah, there's one with Happy Meal toys, and it's literally it's okay. It's not literally Small Fry, but it's like Small Fry.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, none of that makes any sense though. Why is Woody a Happy Meal toy, and why is Rex a Happy Meal toy with him? But whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Didn't they
Hawaiian
like promote the
yeah.
movie or something?
I guess. I think they were on Disney Channel or something. They got Tom Hanks' brother, and not Tim Allen.
Jim Hanks.
but
Yeah.
They got Rex and Ham. Anyways, but Hawaiian Vacation was the first one. I remember seeing that attached to Cars 2.
Yeah.
One of the few reasons we saw Cars 2. Yeah.
I like that one.
It
was cute because it's the love story about the two of them.
It's cute. The first two are cute. Small Fry and that, they're a funny concept, and they explore it. Small Fry goes on a little bit too long, but like they explore it, and I think they're cute, and I like the designs, and I think it's out of all these shorts, out of all the non-movie ones, it's the biggest role Woody has. Like, considering all the mini movies and like he has the most voice lines, and I love his design in there, and I think that toy goes for
Hawaiian
so much
one?
on eBay.
Yeah,
they made a toy for him. I think it was a Disney Store Walmart exclusive, and it goes for so much. But like, it's a cute concept. It's nothing deep, but it's cute. The animation's good. The voice acting's good. It's like that one felt very natural.
And it's funny. Like I'm thinking of it now. Like the little bit with. Do you think they know that that's where or where do you think they're gonna? Where do you think the porch is gonna end? And then boom.
Yeah, little jokes like
funny.
that. Like, it's cute. It's cute. And Small Fry I kind of feel the same. It's like, okay, it made me hungry for like fast food, as disgusting as it was, but like, it's a cute concept. Okay. What do the toys do when they go on vacation? What do the toys do with Happy Meal toys? Okay, that's cute. They kind of have a little thing going on there. Of course, it's another, okay, they get separated, but you get the point.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else with Small Fry or Hawaiian Vacation?
Nope. Jane Lynch. No. That's all I remember about the other one.
Yeah, she was whatever.
The mermaid.
I guess that part was kind of funny, but it went on too long with all these random characters. I guess they were kind of jokes, like the train vampire is so stupid, but yeah, vampire train. Like, what? Okay. Next was Partysaurus Rex, which I didn't see in theaters.
I don't remember this one, and I didn't watch it this week. He wants to throw a party.
Yeah,
that's all I remember.
Throw a party in the pool. It is annoying. Actually, I don't think Buzz or Woody say more than one line in there, but like the music in there was kind of annoying. And then they throw in Woody's Dream, you know, do new 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 new.
Really? I should rewatch that one then.
Yeah,
I
you
forgot
gotta
that one
rewatch
existed.
Dang it, you should have. But yeah, it was on Finding Nemo 3D. Small Fry was with the Muppets 2011, which is a great movie. I saw that in theaters too. Did you see that in theaters? Muppets 2011.
Nope, I did not.
Did you see Muppets 2011?
I have seen it. I didn't see it in theaters.
Did you like it?
Saw it on DVD. Yeah, it was good, from what I remember.
It's a really good one. That was like the Toy Story 3 of Muppets. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so Partysaurus was kind of annoying. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad. Well, I'm not too attached to the Muppets, so it's fine. But I thought it was good. And then Muppets Most Wanted is Toy Story 4. Okay, Toy Story of Terror. Okay, what do you think?
It's very TV movie where it's like something happens and cut to commercial.
Yes, they even do a jump scare. Like, come on, guys, really? This is what we're doing.
Oh yeah, the iguana's the dog.
Yeah, just like Bullseye's the dog in the new Toy Stories for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
The thing I liked, it's weird because it has the most depth for a character with like Jessie.
Yeah.
But then like it's the worst story. I don't even. I have such.
I like Combat
feelings.
Carl. That was cool.
I like Mini Combat Carl Jr. That was funny.
I like both of them. That was cute.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a mini version of a character.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Combat Carl turned black because he got blown up in the first one, and he was a white one. Remember, by Sid.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's what happened. Sid blew up Combat Carl, and then so little plot error, I guess, in the whole thing. But did you know that Tom Hanks came up with the name for Combat Carl?
Yeah, you told me that.
That was interesting.
I'm still laughing from that. That was good.
What else was there? I like to think that it was Al that was buying the Woody doll, and Jessie.
That would have been funny. Yeah, that would have been funny.
That would have been cool to have like his little handle.
Of which, dude, sorry, Toy Story 1 set up Al's Toy Barn. I never even noticed that.
Did it? Oh yeah, Al's Toy Barn near you.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear. Yeah.
That's so cool. I love it. And they, oh my gosh, Toy Story 1 set up so much. They set up that, and then they have Zurg, and it looks like Zurg. You ever see that? Like it looks like he's.
What do you mean?
His face
Zurg was in the first one.
Yeah, he on the board.
Zurg.
The drawing.
Oh,
his
yeah,
face is intentionally covered up, and he
yeah.
has the horn, and I'm like, that's so cool. I think that's more of respect from Toy Story 2 because Toy Story 2 recognized these details. Because so much we see them retconning stuff like like Combat Carl and stuff like that, but like that is Toy Story 2 respects these details that were set up in the first movie. Another thing, Mrs. Potato Head at the end, like that was respected.
Yeah,
you know, that they got it. Buster, all this stuff that was set up in Toy Story 1, they took and they made Toy Story 2. I cannot call a repeat of Toy Story 1. It's so different. It's so deep. It's so. Oh, I love Toy Story 2. Anyways, we were talking about terror, whatever.
Yeah, and all the other characters I didn't care for. I didn't like the Lego Bunny.
Lego Bunny, yeah, I don't know that like. It's not even a Lego Bunny. It's like a ladder at the end, even though they call it Lego Bunny. So I don't even know.
It was cool to see the resellers of the Lego community interpreted. I hope that some people felt connection to that character.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably. I honestly gave it a 5 out of 10. I gave it a 6 out of 10 yesterday. I'd probably give it a 4 out of 10 now.
It's really bad. Like even like.
Yeah.
Like even like when he steals the cop car, like it's so dumb. Like it's such a dumb thing.
Okay, that was like a Finding Dory moment. Remember Finding Dory when they have a squid? Drew. Oh my, oh gosh, we gotta.
You know what's funny is that everyone hated on the fact that it was like a squid and like fish driving a truck, but like we're okay with them driving a Pizza Planet truck and a
yes, because I'll tell you why. I will literally tell you why.
Well, they have posable hands, so that's a good start.
I know it's not logistically. It's that was the main point of conflict in the last. In Finding Dory, that was a whole scene. In Toy Story 2, it's a glorified joke.
That's
of, hey,
true.
Let's
they
do
did
this.
have like an action scene of them driving down the highway.
That's my point. That's when it is. That's why I said like little nitpicks like that for Toy Story 2. It's not elaborate. It's not a main part of the story. It's not.
And it made a great Lego set, so it all worked out in the end.
Yes, but in Finding Dory, that freaking movie, that was like the climax. Like that was an actual.
You're right.
Like,
you're right.
I don't. That's when it becomes a problem when they focus on.
I only saw that one first, one time.
Me too. So maybe it's better than I thought.
We'll have to rewatch it.
I want to watch all the.
We're gonna do a thing on it.
Yeah. So where were we at? Toy Story Terror.
I don't have anything else to say about this.
Prickle Pants like outlines the whole plot. Like, okay, does that make it clever? No. Like, who do you
No.
think you are? Deadpool? Like, it's annoying when Deadpool does it too.
Oh yeah, because he's like, and this is the point where the film will stop, and then it stopped. Like, all right, we get it, we get it.
Yes, like that's what I'm saying. Prickle Pants he's just a joke, and they keep putting him in these things because I guess Timothy Dalton has nothing else to do.
Yeah.
All right. Time Forgot.
Time Forgotten. I like this one more than I remembered, and it's pretty deep. It's pretty deep.
Okay,
Got some deep stuff.
There's gonna be some conflict. This is the Toy Story 3 of the bunch. I think Time Forgot was boring.
Yeah, it's a little slow. It's a little boring, especially because like I don't care about Trixie. Sorry,
Yeah.
Trixie. I don't care about you.
I like Trixie. No, honey, I like Trixie. I like the voice actress. So like, I like Trixie.
I like the voice, but yeah, I don't know. What was I gonna say that I thought was interesting was that I like that whenever a kid just touches something and plays with it, it becomes alive, like the little ornament. I know you don't like the voice and everything, but I like the concept of that she just reached up and just pulled it off the tree and then started playing with it, and then it came to life. Came to life.
Remember,
I thought that was cool.
Actually, she was an angel at the end.
Yeah, because she disappeared.
What
she was.
That was so cheesy.
How does that fit into the Pixar theory? That's what I want to know.
None of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, none of these are canon. No, actually, these are canon. The original Toy Story short's not canon. That's how it is.
The other thing, actually, I wrote a lot about this. Shoot, I like the idea of a play date. We've never seen that before, and that it was cool to see.
They didn't explore it, but that was cool.
Mm-hmm. But no, they kind of did, because they were like, well, where's so and so? Because they're regulars. Like to at least to Bonnie's Toys, they think of it as like it's more of maybe because they're newer and everything. It's like when Woody came, they're like, oh, you were so amazing, and when you did that, blah blah. So it's cool to see like that side of it. I think when they were like, oh well, remember last time when we did this with Bonnie, and whatever the kid's name was,